Okay, so 3 things that I've learned during the Life Before Birth video or documentary was one, just how much the mother's body actually has to work in those first few weeks of development from fertilization. I had no idea all the little tiny processes that have to happen in order for things to continue on for the next 9 months. I had no idea just how much the mother's body has to work with the fetus's body. I guess I just never thought about it. I thought that was crazy. Another thing I learned was that at 16 weeks, they're already practicing movement, which I just felt like that was kind of soon. I just felt like it was later on. But the fact that the toes are separated and the little hands are already developed, because that they use their hands before their feet when they're born, was absolutely insane. And also, understanding the space the fetus is in, it already starts to realize that by making little movements, which is sending the little sensors back to their brain, and so it can be defined and perfected throughout the course of the pregnancy to prepare them for life. And I thought that was absolutely amazing. Another thing that I learned is that the babies open their eyes in the womb. I had no idea that they open their eyes. I just assumed they stayed shut the whole time. And not only that, but they were talking about how in the womb with Caucasian babies, they all have blue eyes in the womb. And then once they're born, then they might go on to have green eyes or, gray eyes or brown eyes. But in the womb, they have blue eyes. So at one point, everyone had blue eyes. And then once we were out, we got our eye color. So I thought that was crazy. 2 connections I made from the book was one, in the final trimester, the fetus gaining weight. I did not realize it was kind of last and kind of sudden. I didn't realize it was just a quick they gain a lot of weight in those last few weeks and whatever. And that they said in the film that the woman feels the most energetic and active at 24 weeks. That's the best they'll feel. And that was crazy to think because they had to go through so much in the beginning of just their body getting used to this thing growing inside of them. So I thought that was really interesting. Another connection I made was both the book and the film talked about the amniotic fluid. I don't know if I said that right, but how it fills in the mouth and the nose and the ears, and flavors pass through, and babies can move if they don't like it. They basically tell you if they don't like it or not. And I thought that was crazy. And they can also hear them, but it also helps establish breastfeeding through the amniotic fluid, because the babies are eating essentially what the mom is eating, and they taste those flavors. And it actually helps establish breastfeeding because breast milk replicates the same process. So it encourages them to do that. And I had no idea. One surprising fact, which are a wow factor for me, was I had no idea babies dreamed in the womb. I had no idea. And the film mentioned that they had recorded eye movement that of REM sleep in adults. And I didn't even think it was possible. I thought dreams were based on your subconscious, your personality, your, the whole Sigmund Freud thing, and experiences. And the fact that babies have that ability in the womb before they're even out. They're dreaming, and I just want to know what they're dreaming about because I thought that was crazy. So yeah, that was all.